Kathy Staples cooks the most delicious Greek food, and today's no exception. She's going to be cooking me a delicious cheesecake, Greek style.
That's right, Justine. We're going to make a baklava cheesecake today. So we're going to use Greek elements like walnuts and phyllo pastry and syrup. So it's all going to be in this wonderful baklava cheesecake.
Yum.
I'm going to put the syrup on,
Okay.
Justine, so we'll start with that. If you could please take the nuts and chop them up roughly for me,
Sure.
I would greatly appreciate
So
that.
we've toasted these in the oven and just allowed them to cool.
To cool down. Justine, what I've done here now is I've put the sugar and the water into this saucepan. I'm now going to put the honey, because this, of course, being baklava, it has to have honey. And we're going to bring this to the boil. We're going to let it simmer until it becomes nice and syrupy.
Kathy, a lot of Greek desserts comprise of a sugar syrup or a honey syrup to bind everything together, don't they?
That's right. Adds crispness to the phyllo pastry. A lot of people will come to the shop and say to me, why doesn't my baklava turn out the same as yours? And the reason for that is perhaps they're not following the same rules. Hot baklava, cold syrup, or the reverse. One hot, one cold. That's the best way to remember it. Now, one thing I'm going to say to people about syrup is you are allowed to stir it at this point and to bring all the elements together, but once you've stirred it, you then leave it alone and let it do its thing.
Why, it might crystallise?
Correct, or it'll become very watery, and we don't want that. So next thing that we have to do is add our cinnamon cloves into our nut mixture and a pinch of salt. Salt will bring out flavours, but it also can cut the sweetness of things as well.
All right, nuts are done.
So what we need to do now is get our cream cheese ready. So Justine, we're going to soften up this cream cheese and we're going to add the sugar to this, the lemon zest, and I'm going to help you by adding the eggs.
And it is so important that your cream cheese has come to room temperature, or else it's so hard to whisk together and it doesn't go smooth. There's all little lumps everywhere.
That's right, and you want a lovely, soft, creamy texture.
You said lemon zest in here?
I want the zest of a whole lemon because it's a cheesecake and we want a little bit, that tanginess of the lemon, the sweetness of the syrup, the spices. We've got, all this is going to come through. Have you added your vanilla into that?
Vanilla, how much would you like?
2 teaspoons.
1 and 2.
You can never overdo on vanilla, really.
I know.
I think vanilla is beautiful.
All right.
So, and while you're doing that, I'm going to pop in your eggs.
This is just going to hold the whole thing together when it's baking.
That's right, and it's going to give it a bit of volume as well.
Nice. We'll let that bubble away, let it cool, and then we'll come back and put it together.
That's right.
Okay, Kathy, this has cooled down. It's thickened too. Ooh.
See how nice and caramelly it's become?
Could just drink that. Now, what do we do with this?
So what I'd like you to do is pour 3/4 of that mixture onto the nuts, and the rest we're going to use on top. And while you're doing that, I'm actually going to start assembling with the phyllo pastry.
All right.
The number one thing I'm going to say to you is don't be scared of it. See, I can do something like this to it and nothing, see that? Nothing happens. That's rule number 1. Rule number 2 is use a damp tea towel on your phyllo. Have it there ready. So I'm going to start brushing now. I have my clarified butter here.
And of course you can use classic melted butter, but taking it to the next level by clarifying the butter, simply melting the butter and removing the white solid parts that form at the base of the pot will make that beautiful even finish on your pastry. So it's a good little tip.
It is.
So you've got a springform tin there and you've just sandwiched 2 pieces of phyllo together with that clarified butter.
With the clarified butter.
And you can see Kathy's not being so delicate with it. She's just pushing it in the sides.
When you crinkle a little bit, it creates little air pockets and that makes it crunchy.
Beautiful.
Too.
So Kath, how many layers are we doing?
We're going to do about 8 to 10 layers, Justine, just to ensure that our pan is really well covered. While I'm doing this, can you please mix the yogurt into the cheese mixture?
Yes, nice one. That's going to give it a little tang.
Tanginess.
And lighten it up.
That's exactly right. We're now going to start assembling, Justine.
All right, this is the fun
part. So we pour some of the cheese mixture, about a third, roughly, to half here. Look how really glossy this mixture is.
So good.
It's so delicious.
I'm going to have a little taste, actually.
Yeah, please do.
So good, and it's not as rich because of that yogurt, and that citrus is such a
Gives
great
it a
element
lift.
to add.
This is why it becomes a baklava cheesecake, because we've got the nuts and the honey syrup.
And this is the textural element
That's
of the
it.
dessert. We've got crunchy phyllo, but also you'll bite in, it's going to be really creamy and soft and cheesy. And then you've got that sweet, crunchy...
Of the nuts.
The nuts.
Now we're going to do the next lot.
The whole lot now, or just
Might as
another?
well.
Yep,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. So we just smooth this over the first nut mixture that we did.
Great.
So, and I'm going to actually add a few more nuts on top here as well.
So we're not using the whole lot because we're going to use a bit more of this later on?
Yes, yes, we're going to decorate on the top.
Okay.
Don't be afraid if it's sticky and lumpy and caramelly sort of. It's meant to be like this. An important thing, you'll notice I actually put the buttered side against the wall of the spring pan.
I did notice that.
Okay, so the reason for that is now I'm turning this over and you can see it's buttered and the pastry won't go dry. And see that? It stayed nice and moist. Okay, just covered our cheese mixture. We've got a little gap here in the centre, so I'm going to actually put a little bit more phyllo there in the centre.
This is what we talked about before when you just
to
scrunch it all
cover
up
yeah.
and it's still good.
And it's still good. So I'm going to now finish it off with the butter here. And this is what really gives us our crunch and texture. Not too much, just enough. It's ready to go into the oven for a good 45 minutes to an hour till it's nice and golden on the top. And when that's ready, we're going to add another element to the top to give it that further crunch.
And that is kataifi.
And that's the kataifi pastry, another
so
one
cool,
of my
isn't it?
favourite ingredients.
I'm going to open it so we can have a look inside. The crown jewel.
That's
of
exactly
this.
how we put it in the centre there, as a crown jewel. It goes right into the centre there.
Kataifi looks like my hair before I've given it a good brush.
Oh, really, Justine?
It does, kind of.
And the most important thing is that you tease it out before you start using it. And you'll find that when you tease it out, you can actually roll it out almost into one rectangular.
Oh, yeah, look
at that.
And Kath, we're only going to be using a little bit of this to garnish or crown our beautiful cheesecake. And we're going to cook it for a further 15 minutes.
Yes.
So it goes super crunchy, right?
That's right.
All right, into the oven it goes. All right, Kath, this looks amazing. A nice deep golden colour, very
Yes.
crunchy.
So, Justine, remember the rule? Hot cake, cold syrup. Let's
gonna
get
remember
this
that.
syrup straight onto this cake now. You going to do that?
I can do that.
And
This
I'll
is-
finish chopping the pistachios.
This is the best bit. Oh, yeah. I've
Leave a little
drenched it.
bit. You've drenched it, and so we're going to now sprinkle these beautiful pistachios all over the top.
The colour contrast.
Oh, yeah.
Now, Kath, I just want to dig into this straight away, but no, we're not allowed to yet.
Not yet. I know how you feel, but you have to let this set. But before we let it set, you have to finish it by spreading the rose petals on top.
This is your signature look, I think.
Not only does it look beautiful, but it also releases these beautiful aromas.
Beautiful. All right, Kath, I will wait very patiently, and I just can't wait to dig into this delicious cheesecake.
Me too.
All right, Kath, we've allowed this to set, so it's time to reveal.
Time to reveal.
Take the collar off.
Now
Wow.
look at that. So now we display it onto our platter. So we're going to just slide it over.
All right, moment of truth. Knife for you, madame. I've already got a plate
Can
ready.
you hear that crunch?
Sounds wonderful. Oh, wow. That's a seriously decadent cheesecake right there.
It is. Oh, yum, Justine. And see the kataifi pastry and crunch, crunch, crunch everywhere. Tang. Beautiful.
Wow. You know, I'm going to call it. That's probably one of the best cheesecakes I've ever had. And I've had a lot of cheesecake. I like cheesecake.
Yeah.
That is next level cheesecake.
Even if I may say so myself.
Yeah.
Yum.
There you go. She said it. Delicious.
Make it.